Hey guys, welcome in. If you're new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here. We're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate and leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal, more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and my books are always open. All right, y'all. Let's jump in. Quick. I gotta say this. I gotta let y'all know. As of recording time, and I know this number is going to jump up a little bit more before the end of the night, but as of right now, I am at 7,909 subscribers. I'm like this close to 70. Oh, I'm this close to 8,000. Oh my God. I'm this close to 8,000. Like yesterday, I was geeked out that I got to 7,700. And I'm like, what? Numbers are going up. So if you're new here, thank you for joining. Um, Thank you for subscribing to the channel and helping me build the platform and grow the numbers. Thank you guys so much. I've had this channel since 2018 and it's taken me a really long time to get some traction. So I appreciate all of y'all that are here. I appreciate you guys. Those of you who share my work and send it off to other people, because I can kind of see where the shares are. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. If you are new here to the platform, my readings reach out into the future just a little bit. So you might want to go back into my archives, maybe 6 to 8 months, and you might find some titles back there that resonate more for you now in the present, to get some more present context. And for those of y'all that are in my archives, I see you leaving those comments. Keep going. Um, let's jump in. I'm not going to do an oracle pull. I think I'm going to do a whole deck reading, and we'll just see what happens and see what comes out. All right. So let's jump in. Well, I got a little bit of time before I pick my daughter up from school. All right, let's get into it. I had another ADHD moment, so memberships, y'all get another cutting room floor video. I'm not gonna lie, I cut the video because I didn't like the way the energy felt. It felt weird, so I shifted it and decided, okay, we're just gonna scrap it. It happens. All right, let's jump in. Hope everybody's doing good, feeling good. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Give me 6 cards. Baby. Okay. So the energy that I've got out here, it looks like there's somebody here that may have been attempting to try to win at all costs. Unfortunately, their efforts or their bright ideas, nothing really worked. If they worked with other people, I kind of feel like the group has started to dissipate. I am kind of getting an energy, and I don't normally say this. I think I may have said it one time, and it's only because the word coven is on one of these cards that I used in one of last week's readings. But these cards together make me feel as though it was a group of people that may have been trying to manipulate the energy or using some type of dark magic. Okay, collective, you may already be aware of it, or there is some clarity or truth being exposed about it, and judgment has been called, or it's what this feels like. It almost feels like even if they were trying to do some shit under the cover of darkness, or trying to be, kind of like doing it and so that other people could, okay, because the way I'm perceiving this energy, it's almost like even if what they were doing was done, under the cover of darkness or behind closed doors, I still feel like this is like the energy of like God knowing the truth. God sees everything. judgment has been called. So whether this is you intuitively knowing, you already know, you know where to, make your cuts. But this for me feels more like God saw everything, saw even what they were doing when they didn't think they were being watched, and judgment has been called. So you got some people here because of what they were trying to do. You may have some people here that are all experienced dark night of the soul. There's some people here that their lives are not going so hot right now. There it is. Okay, so I definitely get some infighting here. I get some infighting here. So the people, part of the reason why I think they're kind of all fallen by the wayside is because now they're like all fighting. I don't know, like I heard fighting for the same position. Fighting for the same position. You know what's interesting here, collective? Because I'm trying to figure out like which one is you? Where are you here? I don't think you're here, but I feel like, oh, okay. I think I said it in a few readings. I'm like, whoever these karmics were doing all this, bad juju or whatever, just, whether they're throwing dark magic or just acting with ill intent. Everything that they wanted for you is what's happening to them because you are unscathed. You ain't thinking about these people. You're not worried about these people. They were trying to create the entire time they were working together trying to create some type of upheaval in your life. And this also includes too, even if you are in a relationship. If you are in a relationship and you are, say you're in a committed relationship and you've been with somebody for a while, I'm going to tell this in two different ways because not everybody's in a relationship and I understand that. If for those of you who are in a relationship, you definitely have somebody here that was trying to create a rift between you and your partner, trying to cause drama so that like maybe your relationship would implode, like maybe your partner would who it's kind of like they wanted, oh Jesus, this feels like somebody here wanting to like implode your relationship and then send you spiraling down an emotional well of depression. That's what they wanted. But what they getting is you are healed. You are balanced. Your relationship is fine. Your relationship is fine. And now I get the impression that they are suffering because I said there's a bunch of people here. There's a few people here. Now there's some infighting. They're fighting amongst each other. Because the things that they were working towards against you is now happening to them. Remember I said it a couple of days ago. It's like whatever they wanted for you is now happening to them, but now they need your help because they don't know how to get themselves out from under it. Say what? I'm like, I have a hair and I can, oh, here it is. I'm like, I see it and it's driving me crazy. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, these folks is cuckoo. So you got somebody here, several somebodies. They were trying to create collectively together. They were trying to create towers for you. They wanted you to experience a bunch of upheaval and changes, burdens, drama, They wanted to create endings in your life, but when I tell you what they've done is they've propelled you. They kind of, I'm literally seeing, like, imagining somebody pushing you from the back, and it's like they actually pushed you forward a little bit, and they didn't even recognize it. They didn't even recognize it. What's funny is, I think last 2 days readings, I talked about somebody who was abusing their power and authority in your life. I don't know who this person is in your life or who this group of people are. And we know that it could be family, because that also has come up. Um, but what this feels like, it's like somebody who really thought that they could get away with this. They thought they could get away with it. But what they're seeing now is that you're not necessarily in that energy. I love this. I love this. Because I see a combination of like two different readings. Because I do see where, if they were trying to affect, if I have a committed couple, if you're in a committed partnership, I do have the energy of somebody here trying to disrupt your home, or disrupt your home life, disrupt your marriage, disrupt your partnership. Okay. But that's not happening. And in turn, they're upset, because I said everything that they wanted for you is now what's happening for them. They wanted endings for you. Now they're experiencing endings. So the people that they were partnered with, that they all got together to do this, the people that they got together to do this with, now they're all fighting with each other because of this stupid shit that they decided to do. They wanted your partner to disconnect and not show love and not give you love, and that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. And for those of you who for those of you who they may have tried to stir a pot and slander your name and create a bunch of lies and drama and all that shit in order to diminish who you are, or in order to create a dynamic where people didn't look up to you. Because I see here that people see the truth of who you are. It didn't affect anything about you. They are the only ones who are affected. Mm-hmm. Oh, their motivation was money, though. Oh, their motivation was money. I think what they didn't realize, or what whoever the ringleader is, I think it's this person, this King of Swords in reverse. Whoever the ringleader is, I get the impression that this person, they underestimated you and your ability to stay grounded through adversity. So, and I've largely been talking about this with my clients. Mars retrograde has been really, really, it's Mars, number one. So, Mars, war, anger, aggression. I kind of get the impression, the tower, it's Mars ruled, it's Scorpio, but it's Mars ruled. I get the impression that they underestimated your ability to stay grounded, even when things are a little chaotic. It's like, okay, the example that I'm being given right now, it's like somebody trying to send energy to you, or just create a dynamic to where, you're in fight mode and you're angry and you're whatever, okay? I'm actually going to talk about this because I see exactly what the fuck this is. I see what this is. Okay. So it feels like somebody here trying to create a wave, trying to create this wavy dynamic, right? Mars is in retrograde in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is the natural fourth house of like your home, roots, your family. And regardless of wherever it sits on your chart, usually I go back to like the ruler of the house that it operates out of, right? So Mars being in Cancer, it's in its fall. So yes, accidents, car accidents, fires, fights, arguments, disruptions with family, okay? What this person or these people did not understand is that you have an ability to remain grounded. So even if you feel the pressure of a bunch of chaos that's going on around you, you have mastered a level of not just discernment, but you've mastered a level of just learning how to stay balanced and not letting that shit get to you, right? Whereas these other people, child, it's not working out for them the same way that it's working out for you. They came up against you and they were expecting your downfall, and that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. They wanted you. Ooh, I know, child. I see exactly what this is. They wanted you. This is my life right here. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, ooh. And then I'm gonna tell you the story about what happened. Because I can definitely see this dot. I see all the dots from something that's been sitting on my heart for a minute, but I see it here. This person or these people, they miscalculated. That's the word I'm going to use. They miscalculated. Because I feel like what they were expecting, I feel like they were expecting you to kind of, like I said, they were expecting you to blow up. They were trying to create a dynamic here to create this tower, to create some kind of conflict. This person really thought that they knew what they were doing. But instead of you communicating, like even if you had like I said, like you mastered this art of staying grounded and being balanced emotionally and just focusing on what's important. Okay? Focusing on what's important. This person or these people, they wanted you to fuck up so bad that it'd be like undoing every bit of work that you've done. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario. It's like creating a dynamic that was meant to trigger you, right? And if you had responded the way that they had expected you to respond, then they would have been able to look back and say, see, I told you they were crazy. I'm just over here minding my business. I'm just, sweet loving, whatever. And, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just over here by myself, minding my own business. They wanted you to act a fool. They wanted you to crash the hell out. They wanted you to crash out. They wanted you to crash out. You did not. You did not. You went within. You could have gone in either direction. Because if you'd have gone buck wild and went ham, absolutely, it'd have burned everything down. Instead, you went within. They weren't expecting that. And that's fucking their head up right now. Nanny, nanny, boo, boo. Because maybe in the past, you would have crashed out. I know for certain. I wanted to crash out. I wanted to crash the hell out. They had me fucked up. I wanted to crash out, and I didn't. I'm proud of myself. Right here is fuck around and find out. They fucked around and they found out. They find it out right now. You didn't give anything to it. Yes. 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 Oh, yes. You had a decision. Do you go within or do you crash out? And you decided you were going to go ahead and go within, and you were going to focus on yourself. You're not going to overrun yourself and get yourself overly worked up and overly upset and you know what I'm saying? You're just like, you know what? I'm not even going to trip, because you recognize, I feel like here you recognize a pattern. I feel like I said this yesterday. You recognize a pattern here. And all you had to do was go back into yourself. Go back into your channel that balance. Yes. I got chills, yo. I got chills. Somebody wanted you to crash out. Okay. Now this is the card. Yes. Okay. So you got somebody here that wants to come back in, right? They want to come back. They don't like being out in the cold. But what they don't understand or what they don't recognize is that you're fine without them. This feels like, remember I said this maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. Somebody may want to approach you trying to offer what would be the appearance of, hey, let's try to, like, kumbaya or whatever. But they're hoping that you don't realize or recognize that they are part of the problem. They are part of why there has been chaos in your life. Child, they hope that you don't know, but the truth will prevail. I don't even want to play with the rest of these cards. I'm going to grab some clarifying because I'm going to tell you this story. So, and this right here is exactly what happened to me over the weekend. Oh, this what is today? Thursday. Today's Thursday. So from Sunday? From Sunday to Thursday. This right here on the board has been my life. So I'm going to explain to you how. And I know I was going to do this I was going to open up my new channel today. But I've been so busy. I haven't had a chance to record anything. So I'm going to tell the story here. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to share it with y'all. I just saw 21:21 on the clock. Let's look at that synchronicity while we're thinking about it, because I think this is important. And I know that when I share these little tidbits and I share these stories with you, again, that I am not the only person that is experiencing them or going through some of this shit. So let's take a look. What does the synchronicity 21:21 mean? Angel number 21:21 wants the best for you and all that your life has the potential to give you. Hey, we like that. Okay, let's click on that. Angel number 21:21 is a communication from the angels that life will matter if you maintain your discipline and have the desire to keep learning. Mostly, many people concentrate on ways of making easy money rather than taking the right step. In other words, you should appreciate what God blessed you with. Besides, try not to give up because everything you're facing now was meant to be. More so, stop blaming everyone for your path because you are on the right path. Absolutely, because that's also come up in my readings too. Like it's very coded with, Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node, where it's like having more compassion for yourself. While you may not be exactly where you wanted to be at this stage of your life, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Having more compassion for yourself and your journey and allowing yourself to go with the flow without being so, self-critical and judging yourself, judging others, and micromanaging every last detail of everything that you're supposed to be doing. Okay. So having said that, let me tell you about what happened to me over the weekend. So, for those of y'all who don't know, I've been estranged from my family since February of 2022. I stopped communicating with my mother. I went no contact. But I do allow my children, everybody, my family, even the people that have estranged, I'm estranged from, they have access to my children. Like my kids all got phones. So if you want to talk to them, you could reach out and talk to them. Like I should not have to facilitate that. So anyway, my kids went over to see my mother over the weekend. And my mother, the exchange from the way that it was communicated to me through my children, through my daughter specifically, my mother was treating her a little funky. And if everything that she would try to do to me, if nothing has worked, the best way to get to me or to needle me is through my children, because everybody knows I am every bit this Queen of Pentacles. I'm every bit the Empress. I am very protective over my children. I will cut you and burn your house down. Don't play with my kids. Okay? If you want me, come for me, but leave my children alone. So evidently, she was treating my daughter kind of fucked up. And when my daughter came home and told me about it, it was very dismissive, and I didn't like it. And my daughter was the one who actually insisted to go over there. My sons did not want to go over there, but my daughter was like, no, we need to go see grandma. Let's go, let's go. So they went over there, and my daughter was trying to share with her, exciting news, like she goes to a new school and all this other stuff. My mother was like, yeah, I know, like, dismissive. Now, number one, I never publicized the fact that my daughter changed schools. So how she knew, don't know. She could be lying. Who cares? But then when my daughter tried to show her competition videos of her color guard season from last semester, every time my daughter tried to play the video for her, her grandmother was just talking and ignoring her and turning the sound off or turning the video off completely. And finally, when she stopped talking, my daughter turned the video back on. Well, instead of engaging with my daughter, trying to share in her excitement or ask about anything that's going on in her life, what does she do? She picks up her phone and begins to ignore her. That's the same shit that she would do to me. Same shit. And so when my daughter came home, her feelings were hurt. And when she told me, my immediate reaction was to crash out. My immediate reaction was to go over there and burn the house down. I ain't even lying. That was my immediate reaction. I didn't, because I thought about it and I was like, you know what? This is exactly what she wants. She wants me to be angry. She wants me to be angry so that I pick up the phone and call her, cuss her out, or show up at her front door acting a whole damn fool so she can say, see, I don't know why she's so angry. I haven't talked to her in 3 years, and then she comes over here cussing me out, and I'm just a little old lonely grandma, and I barely get to see my grandchildren, and then she comes over here cussing me out, and then I end up looking crazy. This is what I'm talking about. That's what this is. This is orchestration. This is dirty work. I didn't crash out. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't crash out. I did internalize it for a couple of days because it did piss me off. It did. And I had to decide right then and there, was I going to let this shit piss me off? Or was I going to let her sit over there and stew because she's trying to figure out why it's not working? It's not working. It's not working. It's not working. And in the past, I would jump through hoops trying to gain favor, trying to stay in favor with somebody who literally just told lots of lies and who tried to be a tyrant and then masked tough love with cruelty. Because that's what this is. Child, I was so proud of myself. I was very proud of myself. So I'm sharing that information with all of y'all who are watching this. But I'm telling you, that's literally what this is. This is exactly that. Oh, but look. What did I say? Now we got somebody here from the past, from your past, wanting to come towards you to send you a message, wanting to mend the relationship. Y'all know how I feel about that, right? Listen, they want you to reconcile with them, but I feel like whoever this is that approaches you, because it is part of the grouping of people that worked behind the scenes to try to sabotage your life. Somebody wants to come in towards you with some type of reconciliation energy. However, whoever this person is, and you see the reality of it, whoever this person is hasn't really done any work to actually create a foundation with you. So I get the impression that you don't really have any it's not so much like you don't have the desire. You have no interest. You have no interest. Oh, so the person that wants to come towards you, and this is somebody that you know, message in the bottles in the reverse. They want to come clean it up, right? Because oh, now somebody has, now they want to come in and try to profess some type of loyalty to you or something like that. No, 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 no. The fates is in the reverse, not for you, and then flexible. So here's the thing: even if you do decide, and I've this energy down here has actually been coming up in the last couple of readings of like somebody breaking away from the group, somebody kind of watching, they see what you're doing, they see what this person is doing, they see the, whatever. If you choose to reconcile, because the mending card is in the upright. So if you choose to engage with this person, I honestly don't feel like it's fated to be a part of your timeline. I feel like this flexible card, not so much for you, but for them. Because if you choose to reconcile with them, it's going to be on your terms. And they have to be flexible about that. They can't come in here trying to dictate to you how it's going to be. I want it to be like this, and we need to be. We ain't doing that. What did I say? I said it 2 days ago. I said whatever was happening, it's like they've strayed so far away from God that everything that's happening to them is it's forcing them to kind of look at their own actions. It's making them face themselves. It's making them face themselves. Child, they're not happy. And they're not going to be happy. They got to figure out how they want to go about this future with you because number one, it's not destined or fated to be on your timeline. You're not going to actually do anything to foster a foundation. You're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. So if they want to come in, I've said this before, if they want to come in, they're going to have to work damn hard to prove to you that they're even worthy of you keeping them in your life. Because here I see you just being at peace. You're fine. You're fine on your own. Mm-mm. They made this choice, and it did. It took them far away from God. So right now they're getting handed karma, and they don't like it. This is karma. To be fair, they're not happy. They should have thought about the actions they took before they took them. They don't even know why they took them. They don't know why they did what they did. And all you're doing is trying to wrap up this cycle so you can go on with your life. I am not mad. All right, let me do one quick pass, really quick, before I go get my kid. Oh, yeah. Now they're having anxiety. Okay, somebody wanted to contact you, somebody from your past, but they're having anxiety about what they may have to do to clean up the mess that has been made. But they do want to come towards you and try to reconcile the relationship. Oh, there lies the rub. Okay, but I feel like they know too that they would have to do a lot of recovery work, but there's still an element here because I honestly don't have anything out here that indicates that truth is being told. There is still something here where somebody is still wearing a mask, and so even if they come towards you, I kind of feel like that's why it's not fated, because I feel like even if they were to come towards you, what did I say yesterday or last 2 days? I was like, the offer is a distraction. It's meant to slow you down. It's meant to put you in a space where you're like stuck thinking about, damn, like, because if you're stuck thinking about them and what they got going on and their shit and all that, it takes you away from your path and your focus and what your focus should be on, which is you and yours, not these people. Yeah, they never thought this would happen. They never thought that they'd be in this position to have to come forward and take action. They never thought that they would have to. Okay. They never thought that they would have to do this. They never thought they would have to do this. Oop. What I say, they need your help. And you're not doing shit. Chop wood in the reverse. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing, and you're still at peace. They are not happy. They are not happy. They don't want things to change. They don't like it. And they just see you moving forward towards your new life, and they want to come with you. Because they know they're afraid of how much work they would have to do in order to get back in your good grace. And the thing about it is, this person is still wearing a mask. Soulmate is in the reverse. They're still wearing a mask. Shit ain't lining up for them because they still not living right. And now they feeling like they're like they yeah. Still wearing a mask. The relationship is broken down completely. There's no hope for this. And now this person is struggling, dealing with chaos and conflict, having a hard time going with the flow. Somebody here may be losing their home, or they feel like they don't feel comfortable where they are. Again, because somebody here had been wearing a mask. Remember, they were wearing a mask and they were attracting people who were also wearing a mask. So we got a whole bunch of fake ass people all surrounding each other. That's why things ain't coming together. But you, collective, you finally learned your lesson about where to give and when to stop giving to situations that are not like you, and to just accept that the people around you are never going to change. There is no second chance, and the last card out is time to go. I like it. We're going to stick with that. All right, guys, I got to go pick up my kids. So let me get one message card for the collective from the Chinese 5 elements. Let's get a closing message for the collective. I gotta go. I've been working all day. All right. Metal Rabbit, a state of graceful movement. This card asks you to expand your definition of beauty. See beauty as more than skin deep. Create beauty and embody beauty. Invite beauty into your inner world and your external environment. Feed the senses with art, poetry, music, and dance to delight the heart. Embody beauty from the inside out so that it shines through your whole being and in your every movement. When you look in the mirror, send love to the beautiful soul in front of you. The Metal Rabbit is also about softening up your stance without losing yourself in a relationship, and releasing your attachments to your relationship ideals so that you can enter into a state of graceful movement in giving and receiving. The key is to find balance in accommodating your own needs and the needs of others without compromising your values. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm. I love you guys so much. I know these numbers are going to go up. By the time I actually post this onto the channel, I know the numbers would have jumped up a little bit more. Take one last look before I leave this house. 7923. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so much. Till next time, take care.